Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Apex, and welcome to not a summit, actually, not exactly summit, because we don't have any drinks, because you have to leave, actually.
I have to drive, yeah.
Yeah, you have to drive, so that's a very good excuse. Don't drink and drive, kids, but it's okay to drink and just enjoy each other's company, for everyone who's been giving us a hard time for drinking in our summit videos. But anyhow, today we have actually mostly one topic that we want to talk about, because it's New Year, it's 2021. I think it's good to talk about our plans, about our ideas, New Year's resolutions, where we see ourselves heading. And one of the things that I'm very much excited about is the so-called Greyp giveaway.
The Greyp giveaway, yes.
The Greyp giveaway. And we're going to give away Greyp bikes.
It actually was originally thought to give away a Greyp bike, and it has ultimately evolved into something a little bit different, because when I thought about personally giving away a Greyp bike to one person, I felt, all that's going to happen is one person's going to get it, which is absolutely fantastic for that one person, but we want to share that with more people. Yep. So we have decided ultimately that we're going to do a giveaway that you guys can enter actually in the comment section of this video here. You basically are going to respond with your normal comment. You're going to, whatever you think about this video, plus pick me. All you have to say is pick me. And by entering pick me, you're entering into a drawing to win a giveaway once a month. The March giveaway is going to be done on my channel. That's already been done. Many of you guys probably already saw this. April is going to be done here on Misha's channel. You select Pick Me, and we're going to give away a 2-night hotel stay at Apex. You're going to get to use our Greyp G5 bike that we have specifically bought for this giveaway. And we're going to do rides together where we go out in the morning. Early morning, we'll get up, go for a ride around the track, check things out. Probably an hour and a half, 2-hour ride around the track and check things out with the bike. Come back here, we'll clean them up, and then go have a little bit of fun around the local area. Probably Misha and I at that point will go to work a little bit. Misha's got some instructions. Maybe have some taxi to do, or just general stuff that I have to take care of around Apex. And then you'll get included in that giveaway 2-night stay, bike rides, also 1 lap in the Polo GTI with instruction, just as a little bonus. No need to come here and only drive on the bikes. Might as well drive on the track as well. Just a cool little experience with e-bikes, because Misha and I have been riding e-bikes a lot this year. We've really been enjoying them. It's been something that we've had a lot of fun with, and it has, for me, been a great health, way to get back into being healthy. There's a video that I did on my channel that really explains the entire situation. But the short end of it is that last year I ultimately got COVID late last winter, I should say last 2019, and I got COVID, and ultimately from that had a stroke. And that stroke led me to gain some weight that I really didn't need and didn't want, left me with light motor skill issues that I had to get past, and being able to ride the bike was a way for me to be fit. Being able for me to ride an e-bike was a way for me to be able to be fit and keep motivation, because I was able to go distances that if I was on a normal bike, I wouldn't have been able to, and I probably would have gotten discouraged. So I was able to go from full assistance down to where I'm now riding the e-bike, even with no assist, and then have gotten now recently back into mountain bikes and things like that. So it's really developed me to be able to get back into shape after having a COVID and then ultimately a stroke from it, which is a big thing. So we want to share with you guys this experience and this ability to see that this can be fun, this can be enjoyable, and there is a place for these e-bikes in your life, because it definitely was a huge one for me in my life.
Yes, so as mentioned, first of all, make sure to check out Robert's video on more details on his story and how eventually this giveaway came out. Another thing is that you didn't mention is that travel is not included in the giveaway. No. So make sure that you're able to come over here to make the trip.
It's very important right now. We're talking about an April giveaway for this channel. If we're talking about an April giveaway, we can't guarantee what travel is like. So if you're from Australia, obviously say, I would love to come. And we're going to do May, June, July, August, September, October as well. So we've got several more giveaways that we're going to do exactly like this. If you can't join in this giveaway because you're not certain that you can come to Apex in April, leave that for the guys that maybe can just cross over from Holland, maybe can cross over from Croatia, who knows? Let's be a little bit more local with this one. We've said it many times that on Misha's channel, my channel, you guys are awesome. And we feel that you guys are all in this for the same reasons we are. If you know you can come, we believe you.
Yeah, absolutely. And moreover, if you have an e-bike yourself or a regular bike and you're in such a great shape that you just want to come and join us, we will be announcing it on our social media saying like, okay, this weekend we're going to go for a ride. Come join us if you want to.
And there's actually a really good chance Misha and I have lately, every day I've been here, we've been going out for a ride.
Yeah.
And we've been doing stuff. And if the schedule allows it, I mean, I'm probably going to be the most flexible, you know, because I don't have the instructions and the things like that. So I will go out. So the reality is if you're here with a mountain bike or an e-bike, it doesn't have to be an e-bike because I also have my mountain bike that's here. I've got the e-bike. I can also, I'm not in any hurry. We can go out and have fun together and check stuff out. So by all means, if you're here, check in with us and see if we're doing a ride. Because when it's just Misha and I, we don't mind a couple more people joining along. It's fun. It's enjoyable to have a bunch of people. We're just out. There's something that when you go around the track on a bike and you come down Bellefes, you come down Flansgarten 2 to Bellefes, and the GT3 RS is full chat coming down that hill. It's special. That's neat to be on a bike and having those things blow by you. And those are things that we really are eager to share with you guys with this whole experience.
Yes, absolutely. So comment below, pick me if you can make the trip in April, and otherwise stay tuned for the following giveaways. And now let's move on to the main topic of today, so to say, our New Year's resolutions. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I have to be the first to say I'm not a huge New Year's resolution type of person.
Me neither.
New
Year, new me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my New Year's video was titled, New Year, New Me. I firmly believe that we need to improve ourselves year round. My wife will be the first to tell you I'm very hard on myself. I'm very like, I can't believe I've done that. I'm not doing good enough here, good enough there. And sometimes it's not great. You know, you really should take a minute and celebrate the things that you have done well. But I also think that March 12th is just as good a day as January 1st to start over and make sure you get on the right track with certain habits. But obviously in business, we see things as years and seasons. We have financial transitions at the end of the year, and most businesses operate on a fiscal year being December 31st. But for me, I don't know exactly what direction Apex is going to go in 2021 because I don't know what the whole COVID situation is. There's a lot of question marks out there. I don't know how the whole taxi program is going to lay out. When you look at taxis as a whole, last year was a big change. We didn't have the taxi office. We, coming into the game, to the taxi game, have made a big change because we don't have 15 years of experience, so we don't have the name out there for Google searches and all these different things. We rely on excitement and people coming to us and doing walk-in traffic. And last year, very few people were doing walk-in business at the Nürburgring because not many people could come. We didn't have people, we didn't have travelers, we didn't have holiday groups, we didn't have all these things, and this affects rental business, it affects hotel stays, it affects taxi business. So for me, I want the entire Apex team to have a good cohesive year. I want the people that can come to come and actually enjoy the Nürburgring. And most importantly, I just want us to get through another COVID year, if you would, with all of the Apex fans and the Apex family in a way that's positive and supports one another. That's really what I want out of this year. I'm not looking, I have no financial expectations. I have no rental lap goal expectations. I literally just want everyone that is able to come to have the best time at the Nürburgring that they can have. And that's really my goal for this year. It's not a very business-wise, huge, ambitious goal, but it's actually on a more personal level. I want the people that can enjoy it to come. And I think I want us to be able to share with those who can't come through our experiences. I'm hoping that in spring, in March, I can get out and do a bunch of laps. My goal is, one of my first laps is to be in the blue E30 right behind. I want that to go out as a first lap, and I want to share with people the build of that over the next 2 months and say, okay, we've made it, we've got this thing on track. And knowing that most of the people who are going to watch that can't be here because they're stuck in the US. They might be stuck in the UK still. Who knows where everyone's going to be stuck. So how can we get the Nürburgring to the people at home?
Yeah, through social media.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yep. And that's what I hope as well to be able to do. I don't want to there are a couple of things that I want to say related to that. Is when I look back at 2020, we still had quite a lot of positive experiences with people. Many people who were coming here, and we could make just laps onboard laps, make videos for you guys, share it with you guys. And looking back at it, it's like, it was actually awesome, and also in such a way that because we had less people, we could focus more on people. And
do you know, I was running the 620R as a taxi, and I had a gentleman that said, hey, I just did the GT2, and as excited as I am about going on track, Robert, why don't we just take the time and go for a drive in the 620? Because he had both cars booked. Why don't we just go for a drive in the 620 and we'll talk cars?
Yeah.
And I said, well, if that's what you want to do, we'll do it. And we went out and we talked cars, and finally I pulled over. I said, get in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And he was able. He drove the 620R. You know, and he wasn't booking a road trip in a 620R.
Yeah.
The 620R is my car, is the way I see it. It's
exactly.
It's a car that I bought because I love it. And I said, you know what? We have time.
Yeah.
We have the ability to do this. And he got in and drove the 620R, you know, back from our road trip back to Apex, and it was a birthday present from his wife, and he came in and he was driving the car and he was beaming, and his wife was like, "Oh, you driving the car?" That is the type of thing that we were able to do in 2020. That if we had people lined up and it was going crazy, we wouldn't have been able to do in 2019. And so, yes, we did have very positive experiences because of that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we want to maintain, of course, hopefully in the upscale version, that people can come make the trip, people who were not able to come from Australia, from United States, from Russia, from all the other continents, who will be able to come over here and enjoy to share the love for the Nürburgring with us. And when I look back also to 2020, of course, I started the year at Rimac. I was coming down every 2 weeks. And then eventually in September, I moved over here completely. And then it really started booming. I'm like, oh, now I'm finally back. And then the season was over. Like, oh.
Yeah, it was tough.
Exactly.
It was a lot of ups and downs. I mean, obviously we're looking forward, but you know, from track being closed to, oh man, when are we going to get the drive, to, okay, we're going to ramp up and taxis can come back in. Okay, can we do rental cars? Can we not do rental cars? I really hope that 2020 has a little bit more certainty. Now 21, yes. We have expectations. We are pretty certain. I mean, we know that the season's going to start with contactless TF. So that means there's not going to be a taxi office. Everything's going to have to be run from a home base. There's not, and that brings the team together. You know, it really does bring the team together. So we know how it operates. So there's going to be less question marks. There's going to be less chaos about it. We're going to be able to start the season in a way that we understand. And I really do look forward to that. I look forward to having less questions. But most of all, I'm eager to have fun with people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's our priority number one, kind of like moral, abstract, looking forward to, thing that we're looking forward to the most as always. But to be more precise on things, I'm looking forward to do some laps with Yaris.
Yep.
In dry conditions.
I've not done one lap with the Yaris, so I'm just looking forward to whatever conditions.
Whatever conditions. The ring tractor to finish it. Hopefully soon. The engine is almost finished. So now looking forward until UK is gonna down to tier 0, well, to tier 1. We love tier 1.
Yeah, well, you guys, we need UK back at tier 1.
Yeah. Tier 5 is a bit too much. Yeah, so because then the engine.
Misha's also ready for that car on the lift.
Oh yeah, that was my next point. The Cupra, because that's what I will be racing in RCN together with someone that we still have to introduce to you.
Yep.
There might be a couple of more cars on the horizon. I already said about i20N. So basically there are many plans, but most importantly, I just want to go out and do laps, have fun, share it with people. And whatever extra is gonna happen, it's a nice bonus.
I think we do have a lot of exciting things on the horizon. You know, I'm very general with my hopes, but we have some neat stuff. We're doing an entire year of RCN racing in the Cupra, and that's going to be very exciting. And it really is the springboard to the Apex racing model. You know, last year we wanted to do racing in the Cayman, and it just didn't pan out. COVID didn't allow it, and so now we're gonna step in with the Cupra. In the RCN series, we've got, you know, a lot of fun things that we want to do. We have a lot of makeup to do. We've got a lot of customers that want to come last year. They're hoping to come this year.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Actually, if you're looking at booking a trip, I mean, we always say like, hey, book in advance.
But this is serious.
This is serious because we had to reschedule so many people from last year into this year who said like, hey, I don't want my money back. Just keep it. We're gonna come next year. So I had a good friend of mine messaging me like, hey, I want to come over for a week in May. I'm like, hey, do we have hotel availability? No, fully booked.
Yep.
Okay, cars also. It's
yeah. So if you guys are thinking about coming, I would definitely get in and book now.
Exactly.
because it's the same thing. It has to be first come, first serve. And even if someone booked last year, if they haven't made their dates yet, we're going to sell the spots. We're going to book it. We're going to make everyone happy. Everyone's going to have a great time. But we have to make sure and fill these in, because at the end of the day, we don't have 50 rental cars. We don't have 50 hotel rooms. And that is what the positive of Apex is that we're small and we're here for you guys, but it also means that we have limitations, and it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be exciting.
Just also on a side note, it's not only related to us to Apex. You can see it in other businesses, other branches as well. For example, track days. There are going to be less track days because track day organizers don't want to take the risk because they don't know what's going to happen. And they have all the people from last year who couldn't make it to come over here, already filling up like 80% of the spots.
There's days that are 80% sold just from people from last year.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're planning on making the trip, we urge you to make a decision quick, and
2021 is going to be the year of Nürburgring exclusivity.
I think so.
Supply and demand, right?
It might be.
So definitely make your plans. Obviously, a lot of you are at home and saying, I can't make plans. I don't even know what I can do tomorrow, let alone in 5 months. But patience. We're just going to have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty much sums up our plans. We just want to continue, of course, to share the experiences with you guys, and hopefully in real life, not only through the channel, for that people will be able to come over here, and we have lots of cool stuff. And let us know in the comments, what are your plans? What are you most looking forward to in your life? If you are planning on making the trip to the Nürburgring, what are you looking forward to be doing? And what would you like see us do?
Yeah, I think that it would be neat for everyone to say what would they like out of these channels. How can what would you like to see out of the channel? Would you like more lap videos, less lap videos? Whatever you might think of, share it. We'll see if we can do it. Yeah, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining. Anytime. And see you guys tomorrow in an upcoming video. Bye bye.